How's it going, everyone? My name is Aryan from the Wristwatch Monger, and today we've got a pretty special video because today we'll be taking a look at the Breitling Chrono Avenger. I believe this one to be one of the most underrated watches Breitling makes. When you think of Breitling, you think of something like the Superocean Heritage, or you think of the Navitimer. But I think this one, the Chrono Avenger, is probably one of their best models, and I love this watch. So let's flip the camera and let's take a look at this watch in more depth. So a quick wristwatch check before we go. I'm wearing a Seiko 5. It's got a daydate complication, and I absolutely love the dial on this thing. I know, it's something about this dial that just makes me go. Anyway, onto the actual part of the video, which is the Breitling Chrono Avenger. So this one is the reference number 13360. It's got a 44mm case. So basically the case is 44mm in diameter. And the cool part about this is I think it was only in production from 2001 to 2007. So it was only in production for 6 years. And it's got a titanium case and bracelet. So yeah, this entire watch is made out of titanium. It's not steel, it's titanium. And the amazing part, it weighs 100 grams. This entire watch weighs 100 grams. Of course, it's a slightly big boy with a thickness of 17.6 millimeters. So it is pretty big to wear on the wrist, but yeah, it certainly does wear pretty. It wears, unless you've got wrists like mine with like 6.2 inches, this watch should work for you if you have like at least 6.5 to 7 inch wrists. For my wrist, it definitely does not work. It looks like a monster. And so this has got 300 meters of water resistance. By the way, even the clasp is titanium, just added bonus. So it's got 300 meters of water resistance because of its oversized screw down crown and screw down case back. So this is what the case back looks like if you guys are interested. The reference number is written right down here. Let me get the camera to focus. There you go. By the way, the Breitling sign is, I do like the Breitling symbol. It's pretty nice. It's engraved right over here as well. So now into more, well, I was gonna say the workings of the watch, but basically the movement of the watch. So this movement is the caliber B13. It's one of the most, you could say, influential chronograph movements, and this is the caliber B13. It's based on the, I'm sorry if I butchered this, but it's based on the Valjoux ETA 7750, and it's got a power reserve of 42 hours. And I mean, this watch just packs a punch. It's got a unidirectional bezel with, you can complete one full rotation in 120 clicks, and honestly, yeah, I do like the sound of it and the feel of it. Feels nice and sturdy. So it is not an automatic. This one's a hand wound. This one's a hand wound. So basically, you unscrew the crown over here, pops out, and you hand wind it. You pull out, when you pull the crown to the first position, you can set the date. You pull it out to the second position, you can set the time. Time is currently, it's okay. There you go. Focus, thank you. And it does feature hacking, by the way, because seconds here is stopped. This one, seconds up dial, it's stopped, and you can just push it in and screw it back in. It starts. The chronograph is, this is, of course, you know how a chronograph works. If you don't know, then press this pusher. The chronograph hand starts moving. You can press to stop, and then this one resets. And I do love the dial. It features these numerals, Arabic numerals, and it's amazing. I do love the attention to detail where they just cut out part of the 10th and part of the 8 over here. I think that's super cool. Like, I really like that. The position of the subdial is not my favorite. I do prefer subdials to be at 9, 3 and 6 instead of 12. But yeah, for this watch it does look pretty good. The logo at 3 o'clock, I think this is what sells the watch for me. I don't know, I usually prefer, as I said, my set dials at 3 instead of 12, but on this watch I think it works especially great. So that's all about the watch, and now let's go for some cool b-roll, montage, wrist shots, whatever. Let's just move on to that. This is how it looks on my wrist. I mean, yeah, it just looks like a monster. It looks so gigantic. Anyway, I'll remove this because I can't possibly wear this one, and my dad will definitely kill me because it's not my watch, it's my dad's watch, and he doesn't know I've taken the watch, to film. I hope he doesn't find out. Anyway, he doesn't like me touching his watch. So I was promised this watch at 16. He's like, when you turn 16, I'll give it to you. I'm 18 and I'm still waiting for it. Dad, if you're watching this video, if not this, please give me your non-jeans, please. Thank you. So, by the way, if you want to know how I remembered all those details, I didn't. It's all written right over here. That's how I, was spitting those facts. Anyway, if you do enjoy the video, then please leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me, and well, please subscribe. I will try and put on as much content as possible. If you do want me to do a review on a watch, please comment down below. If I can get my hands on it, fair enough, I'll do it for you. Otherwise, I'll just try and make content on the watches I can get my hands on. For example, next week I'm planning to do a review, not next week, next video, I'm planning to do a review on, well, again, one of my dad's watches. It's either a Longines Master Collection or it's a Friedrich Constant. Anyway, well, just subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, do all the YouTube stuff, and follow me on Instagram at wristwatchmonger. Well, that's it. See you guys later.